Good morning, Pisces. Welcome to my channel, Goodness Within Me. I am Mani, your oneness messenger. Today, I'm here with a reading for my Pisces for mid-November 2020. Before we go ahead, I would like to say that I hope you're all taking care of yourself when you're at home and out and about. Protect yourself. I would like to thank everyone who have subscribed, like, and share. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please do subscribe, like, and share. Also, huge thank you to everyone who have donated to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate every action you do on my channel. So thank you so much. Now, today's reading, we're going to be looking at your current energies. So that will be your mind, body, soul, and then it'll be past, present, future, and then we'll have cards for overall energies with the message, with the final message, and then I'll pull two more cards from here. One of them will be a oneness deck with a message from the universe for you, and a numerology deck with a final number message. So please do watch the video to the end, because the reading comes together at the end. The final message is always at the end. So sometimes it doesn't make sense in early stages, because I'm also trying to make sense of the reading, but later on it comes together. That's when the message starts to come together. So please do watch to the end. Okay, so let's ask the universe to give us three cards for Pisces, mind, body, and soul. So this is how I do my reading. So I'm going to pull three cards for your mind, body, and soul. So please give me three cards. Can we have a card, please? Seems like very stubborn energy. These are too many cards. Very stubborn energies today, Pisces. That means that's a good thing, actually. When we have stubborn energy, that means Pisces are now confident. See, the Lovers. That's in your mind. So that's your mind card, the Lovers. So the Lovers indicates, of course, it's to do, mainly to do with love. So love is in your mind. So you're thinking about love, or someone you are in love with, or you are having a relation with, or you want to have a relation with someone you love, and someone you feel you want to go towards a relationship, anything to do with love. So that indicates that. And also it indicates also about being yourself. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. So this is your first card, and that's your energies in your mind. That's what you're thinking. So that's your mind energy. That's what's going on right now in your mind. Okay, now let's do what kind of energies are working in your body right now, in your physical world. Body represents your physical world. So what's going on there? So please give us a card for my Pisces with a message for their physical body energies. Oopsie. We have Eight of Wands. So the wands represent fire energy. So you most probably have someone in your reality, in your physical world, who is a fire sign. That could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So that's the energy in your physical world, in your in your reality, in your physical reality. These are the energies which are present. So these could be people, someone you're connected with, someone who who's in your life, or it could be any form. or these are the energies you are carrying, and you are carrying these energies, and that's what you are, that's how you are working with fire energies. You know, you have taken those energies, so we're going to talk about that. Let's ask for one more card for your soul. So what's going on in your soul, inside you, in your intuition, deep down the voice? What's happening there? What's your soul is dealing with right now? What's going on? What's happening, you know, in your inner world? So please give me a card for Pisces soul energies. Whoopsie. Okay. So we got two cards. What do I do? Okay, I'm going to take the first card. So we have Seven of Cups. So the cups represents water energies. So it represents, of course, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So either, and it also represents a shiny object. Okay, so it means that either you have someone in your soul, you know, soul connection, which is deep connection, you know how we are connected, soulmate, or you're connected from deep to, you know, rooted completely inside, not the outer world but the inside. So either, you know, you are connected with someone who's water sign, or you are looking at things which are not what they seem to be. So and so we need to go into details that. So we're going to talk about that in a second. So let's talk about these. So we have three cards. We have the Lovers, then we have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Seven of Cups. So here, what I can say, that in your mind, you are thinking about, you have someone, you know, who is a love interest and partnership, any kind of connection with someone where you are thinking about either they are not being honest with you. Okay, so that's kind of playing in your mind. So they're not being completely honest with you. That could be a relationship, that could be a partnership, it could be any kind of connection with someone. So that person, they are not being honest with, you know, proper honest. Or that could be you, that you are not being honest. So that thought is playing in your mind over and over, because the Lovers card represents the need to being honest. So what the universe is saying, that in your mind, if that, you know, that's what's going on right now, and you perhaps need to be more honest in your connection with someone. Or that could be also being honest with yourself, you know, how you communicate with yourself, your inner self, with your soul, because we have Eight of Wands here. Okay, Eight of Wands is kind of, that's your physical reality, but the Lovers card is asking you to be honest in your dealings, in your communication, mainly in your communication. Be your authentic self, and that's what's going on in your mind. So it could be that that's what you're thinking, or that's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to, you know, there's a thought process going on, there's a conflict going on in your mind where that's what you want to do. That's what, those are the energies you want to bring in your mind, where everything is clear cut, everything is from the heart, how it is. Because there's a picture of two people naked. That means being your authentic self, being the person who you really are, being honest with your communication. So now that could be you, the one who is manifesting that, or there's someone in your reality, in your connection, in your surroundings, or, you know, who needs to do that. And that's what you're thinking in your mind, that, you know, that's what you want from that person. So that's what's going on in your mind at present moment. So it's to do with being your authentic self, being who you really are, being honest in your communication, not only with the other person, also with yourself. Because when we are communicating, when we are telling something, because our mind is the one which is telling us things, that's where we have the most conflict. So and then that's where we make decision, and then we communicate. So whatever you will communicate, if you whatever you communicate to yourself as well. Okay, so you have to tell yourself, let's say you love someone. Okay, there's someone you love truly, but in your mind you have doubts, or maybe in your mind you don't want to admit that. Okay, so you keep telling yourself that no, I don't want this person, I don't like him. No, that's not how it is, because you don't want to admit, you do not want to face the reality. So you keep saying that I don't like this person, or I don't want to have a relation with this person, or my relation with this person is not going to go well, or you're not admitting to the truth how things actually are. So whatever you're saying in your mind, whatever you're working out in your mind, you are communicating that into your reality, to your soul, which is your soul, your inner, your intuition, and also your aura, your energies, the universe. You're communicating that, and that can have an impact on the result, that can have an impact on the outcome of your whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to manifest. Because when we are communicating, we might think that, oh, it's just me, I'm talking to myself, it doesn't matter. I can tell myself, okay, I can fool myself in some cases by telling that person, that person is not bothering me, I really don't have that much interest but in that person, but the reality is something else. But then whatever you will communicate, that most probably is going to manifest. So then you are creating conflict in the reality of the things. So the universe is asking you to be in your mind, be honest when you're communicating. Okay, and say how it is, and whatever you say, make sure that you're being yourself and you're being your authentic self. So that's the your mind energies. Okay, now we have Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands represents fire energies. Okay, so fire energies, as I said, that fire energies are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So these three energies are working in your physical reality right now. So that could be someone you have in your reality, or someone you're connected with. That could be your partner, that could be your love interest, that could be your companion, or you're having a relationship with, that could be anything, anyone. Or sometimes it could also be some kind of partnership you have with this in your physical reality, in your in your physical world. And also that also could be that you are kind of acting with these energies, means that you have these energies in you, and that's what you're coming across as that person. Now wands represent the start of something, the development stages. So so in your physical reality, if you are connected with these energies, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So you are in early stages of your relationship. That could be a project, that could be a partnership in business. So this is what's happening in your physical world, is that you are in the early stages of your manifestation. You have sown the seeds, means you have started the process. You have kind of how can I say, you have began the process of manifesting, and it's in the development process, and there's a lot of hard work needs to be done. So whatever relation, whatever you have manifested whatever you have, you are you are trying to achieve. It's in your early stages and it's developing, and the hard work, of course, it needs to put in, because fire energies are always, they represent the start of something, and they're very fast moving energy. And so therefore things starting of something is always very passionate, very, very kind of fast moving, and it's kind of very, it looks really, kind of appealing as well, and it's fun, and it's that kind of energy. And then, but that it's always developing stages, that to move that forward into next level, to next whatever, the relation or whatever you're trying to achieve, it needs hard work, it needs planning, it needs to nurturing your, if it's a relationship, nurturing. If it's a business also, you need to put in the hard work. So in your physical realities, that's what's happening right now. So there's a need to, although you have started the initial process, but there's a need to be working on it and doing the hard work for it to grow into something solid, something more stable and long lasting. So that's what is happening in your physical reality right now. And now in next we have Seven of Cups. So cups always represents water energy, so it could be water sign Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And this card represents shiny object syndrome kind of thing, where, so that's your soul card, that's what's happening right in your soul. So you most probably are thinking about something, or you are believing in something which you feel that it's great, it is amazing, and you are looking at it in a way of like your wish fulfillment, and it's it's presented to you in a way that you feel this is what kind of you're planning, and you're thinking about the future, your hopes and desires. This is what I want, but the universe is warning you that it might not be the way you think. That might not be the reality, like having a shiny object, that everything looks shiny, and yellow is not gold, because you have to see what's behind. So the universe is asking you, deep down inside in your intuition, you need to pay more attention, and also you need to find out more from the core of the things. You need to find out what exactly it is, what how things really are, not what they are looking from the surface. And that can be to do with the relationship. So if you're connected with someone, the universe is asking you to, from inside, from your soul, kind of deep down, that you need to connect with this person and see what's inside, means what the reality is, what the real deal is. How is this person telling you something which you want to hear, or is this person showing you what you want to see? Okay. And that, but in reality that is not the case. Okay, so you need to find out more. That could be in a relationship, or it could also be in a business partnership, or anything, a job, where you are attracted to something which looks good, which is something you want, and it's been presented to you in a way where everything is how you want it, because the person is showing you what's appealing to you. But the universe is asking you to find out more. Okay, things might not be the way they are. So later on you might realize, and you might think, oh my God, I have invested so much time, so much energy into this relation, or into this job, or into this business, but now that's not what I thought it was. This is something else. And then it might be a waste of time, or your energy, and you'll be disappointed, could be heartbroken. So that's what you need to look in. That's your soul, your basically deep down in your inside you, the voice is telling, the universe is telling you to listen and pay attention what's going on actually deep down in the root of the matter. So look in properly. So that's what your mind, body, and soul is. Now we are going to look at your past, present, and future energies. So that's it. That's okay. So we have your past energies, 10 of Wands. Again, 10 of Wands is your past energies. So basically, 10 of Wands represents stress, burden, So we're going to see your present, and then I'm going to explain it to you how it is. So can we have the present energies, please? What's going on, Pisces present? Present is Judgment. So Judgment for me is whatever you put out there, it comes back to you. And it could be good or bad. When I say good or bad, it doesn't mean in that way. It means that if you have done good, if you have worked hard, you have done well, and of course that your rewards will come back to you. But if you did not do that, maybe you will have to do it again. You have to work harder, and before you get your rewards. And then we have the Moon card. So that's your future energies, where it's all about your emotions. It's Moon card is also Pisces card, and it's most probably there's some, you need to release some kind of emotion. So we're going to talk about that. It makes sense here. So we have these 3 cards, okay, and that's the past energies, 10 of Wands, then we have the Judgment, and then we have the Moon card. Now the 10 of Wands, for me, it represents you're coming from a place, you're coming from a space where you have been buried under a lot of burden, where things have things are so intense, or you have taken up so much burden in thoughts, or things around you that you were not able to see clearly. Okay, you couldn't see where you were going, what was happening, and it took over you. So you were burdened by your thoughts, you were burdened by what was going on in your life, or people, or things, or thoughts, or past experiences which you were carrying. They were all really burdening you down, and you could not see clear, you could not see any ahead. All that work you put in, or whatever you have done to move forward, you could not see where you were going because of the burden you were carrying. That's your past energy. And then let's come to the present energy. We have Judgment. That means that Judgment means that so the universe is going to bring a judgment where you will be rewarded for your hard work. And if that is not the case, if in any way you were not putting the hard work into your whatever was important, and then of course then the universe will ask you to do the hard work before you can be rewarded, before you can be moving ahead with clear head. Because whatever we do in life, whatever the work we put in, whatever we are trying to do, the Judgment card is all about rewarding you for your hard work, and at the same time also teaching you and teaching you, and of course the growth comes with it. So we learn our lessons, we grow, and we move forward. And if we have put in the hard work and we have done, exactly, we are being ourselves and we're doing what we're supposed to do, of course we are going to get the rewards. But if some ways we were not able to do that, and then of course the universe will ask you to do that, before you can move ahead and get your rewards, because it's all about learning as well. It's not just about getting things. It's also about learning, because as we move ahead in life we understand that more. And the next card, we have the moon card. So that's your future energy. So here the universe is, that's a Pisces card. So the universe is asking you to be look at your emotional side, be with your emotions. Maybe there's a need to release some emotions which you are carrying, which really you don't need to carry that anymore. So as I said, that's where you're coming from. And in the future, in the near future, the universe is asking you to let go of the emotions which are not really for your highest purpose, for your highest good. I'm going to read a little bit more about the moon card, because although I have a message, but it's something is telling me that I need to give you a certain message. So let me please have a look at it properly, because there might be a side which I need to tell you about this card. Okay, so the moon card, here it is. Okay, so the moon card is about subconscious, intuition, and anxiety. Okay, it's you might go through a time of uncertainty and illusion when nothing is what it seems like. So the moon card is that it's an illusion. It's things might seem, but they are not. I think we also had the eight of seven of cups as well. So there's something, see, that's also soul, and that's you also coming in your future. So there is a need of give time to your emotional side. The emotions are going to be playing a major part, I think, that in the near future. So it says that things might not be the way it seems. So this is come up twice. So that means that is a warning from the universe for you, that pay attention to your emotional side, deep down, the soul level. Go deep down to the roots and try to find out. Okay, be careful of making fast decisions when the moon appears, because you may later realize you only have the half the information you needed. See, that's why I wanted to read here, because it relates to the card we have earlier, which is the seven of cups, which also is a water energy, and also it represents the shiny object kind of energies where things are not the way they seem to. So now again the moon card is also asking you to do that. So Pisces, perhaps you need to be paying attention to that. Okay, so it must be important that that message have come twice, once in your soul energies and now in your future, near future energies. They say you need to listen to and trust your intuition, so you can see beyond what is in front of you. Okay, so that's okay, feel into situation rather than thinking what they mean. Let go of your conscious mental blocks or negative self-talk and allow your intuition to guide you. See, that's your message. That is the main message of your reading, is that get in touch with your intuition. Okay, because your intuition is trying to tell you something. Your soul, the shining syndrome card came for you, in your soul energies, so that your intuition is trying to tell you something. So the universe is asking you to listen to your intuition, that voice which is coming from inside. Okay, don't, not just your mind or your physical reality, or see things. listen to the inner voice, okay, and have trust in your inner voice and find out more. Don't just take things the way they are presented to you, okay, and also let go of any mental or any I would say no any mental blocks or negative self-talk, okay. So do not, like we talked about, see, I think this reading is completely coming together. This is here we talked about the lovers, remember, we talked about how important it is for you to be honest, and when you're communicating anything, even if you're having if you're having a go at yourself, and you might think that I'm only talking to myself, nobody's listening, I can say what I want to say. But no, you don't realize when you're doing that, you are actually communicating with your soul, your higher self. You're communicating with your physical reality, and you're communicating with the universe. So whatever you tell yourself, that's what you're telling the universe. That's the reality you're creating. If you're telling yourself off all the time, you're telling yourself that I am not good enough, I am bad, or I can't do this, things don't happen to me, that's basically you telling that that's how things are, because it's what you speak, that's your truth, that's what you're communicating. Nobody else is going to analyze it for you and say, no, Pisces actually doesn't mean that. Pisces doesn't mean that, she's only saying it. No one is going to say that, okay. Perhaps Pisces might be able to understand when others are saying that, because Pisces are intuitive and they can sometimes see people, maybe they're just saying it but they don't mean it. But nobody is going to say that to you, that she's only, this is only a talk, she doesn't mean it. So whatever we are talking, whatever we are telling ourselves, that's our reality. So the universe is asking you to stop doing that. Do not negative self-talk, okay, and let your intuition guide you. Instead of that, listen to your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Your inner self, your soul, and you all know that, because we are Pisces and we understand soul, we understand intuition, and we do listen to our intuition. But sometimes we can also be caught up in negativity. It could be coming from with your relation with others, or it could be you yourself not listening to listening to or seeing things the way they are. So it can happen. So it says that listen to your intuition, and your dreams, intuition, and inner guidance lead you forward toward higher levels of understanding if you listen and use your judgment to help interrupt the messages of the subconscious. See, we have judgment. All the cards we have here, they are in one message, in one, they all have a message. All together, the message is coming together. So it says that if you listen and use your judgment to help interrupt the messages of the subconscious. So once you will start listening to your subconscious, okay, what your soul is trying to tell you, then you will be able to see the truth, the reality of the matter, how it is, who authentic, your authentic self, the how things really are. So the universe is asking you to do that, okay. Let go of this, which where you are coming from, where you can't even see. You have kind of put so much in front of you, thoughts, you have covered yourself with so many thoughts, and maybe negative thoughts as well, that you are not able to see clearly. You can't reach most probably down into your soul and understand exactly what's going on and listen to your soul. So the universe is asking you to do that. So it's in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and this this reading you're resonating to do with your relationship, and then the moon card can suggest illusion and deception. Okay, so don't things to face value. So the whole reading today, Pisces, is a message from the universe asking you to don't take things to face value. Don't believe whatever someone or others are telling you. Okay, they are presenting you, they might be presenting you a dream or something which looks good. They have presented in a way which you want to see, how you want to see, how you want to hear. But the universe is asking, telling you that that might not be the case. So it's important that you dig, deep and listen to your conscious. Okay, don't take things on face value. Dig little deeper to see what's going on underneath the surface. So if something seems off, then it probably is. Be careful that you do not get swept up in the excitement for finding love. Okay? So the universe is warning you that don't get swept up with the idea of love, with the idea of, of your dream coming true. Okay? Because you know how it is. That only brings hurt later on because you did not invest time and energy finding out more. So it's important that you do, the start should be right. The foundation should be based on the truth. So you need to dig deep and find out. Go within yourself. Find out the answers. Find out how things are. Don't just look at on the surface, okay? And it's not a good time to be making decision about long-term commitments. So the universe is asking you to don't go into making commitments long terms, okay, until you have found out all the facts. So that is your message from the universe today, and I'm sure it must be important for all those Pisces out there who are in that kind of situation. And that could be, this is, I'm talking about love here, this right now, but that could be in any situation. Okay, don't just leave it to love, that's the love scenario. It could be in any situation. It could be work, could be business, it could be any kind of partnership, it could be a friendship, whatever. Okay, it could be in any scenario. Okay, and so it says that, but if you're already in a relationship with someone, and the universe is saying that there might be some emotional issues you have which are affecting your relationship. So if you're already in a relationship, so there might be emotional issues which you need to look at it. See, we have the moon card, it's all about emotions. So you might need to pay attention to those emotional issues. Those might be affecting your current relation. And it is such like you might be feeling anxiety or maybe a little depressed, and that can cause mental health concerns, as we all know that how important it is to pay attention to your mind wellness. I have been campaigning for mental health and mind wellness for past 10 years, and that started from my own experience where I had to face that, and then I came out of it. And then my aim was to campaign for mental health, to make people create awareness, and also let people understand that this is not a permanent situation. You can come out of it, and little things which we ignore in our mind, in our reality, everyday things, those can become bigger things. So it's so important that you pay attention to your emotional well-being. That is the most important thing for all of us. Okay, so you could also find out some secrets which you were not aware of. if you have, you know, been together for a long time. So that could be, you know, something you will need to. So that's why I'm saying that you need to face the emotional aspects of yourself at the same time, making sure